Alrighty guys, welcome back to 1995. This is game number 136. And the Oakland A's, the powerhouse Oakland A's, coming to town to take on the Seattle Mariners. Mariners on the season 69 and 66 in our replay. And this is a game from September 22nd, game 135. Alrighty, so let's look at the starting lineups. Ricky Henderson in the left. Geronimo Barrera is in right field. Brent Gates in second. Mark McGwire is at first. Jason Yambi is at third. Danny Tartabull is the DH. Terry Steinbeck is the catcher. Stan Javier is in center field. Mike Bordick is the shortstop. And pitching today, Todd Van Poppel, the right-hander. For the Mariners, they go with their standard lineup. Coleman in the left, Cora at second, Griffey in center. Egger at DH, and Tito at first, Jay Brunner at right field, Mike Blowers at third, Uso Joe shortstop, Dan Wilson catching, Tim Belcher the pitcher today. For the Seattle Mariners, he is a right-hander. So let's get things on the way here, game 136, and see if Seattle can get another victory in this replay. Not too many more to go. We're on September 22nd. The season ends on October 1st, I think. So just a few more, probably another dozen or so games. Actually, I will tell you how many more games there are. Because I'm interested to know myself. Seattle. So we're at 136. And it goes to 145. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more games, including this one. 9 more games, including this one. All right, so Ricky Henderson is up first. We do not want him getting on base, by the way. So let's try not to do that. Tim Belcher, the righty, against Henderson, the righty. 64. And against the right-hander, it's a possible strikeout. 8 plus 4 is 12. Not good enough. Ricky Henderson will get a swing at it. And a 2-2. That's ground ball to short. So, I always have to remember to click over here after I set everything up. All right, so that's going to be the shortstop Sojo, and he will get the out. And it brings up Geronimo Barrera. Geronimo. 36 blank on Belcher. Baroa 54, and that's going to be Starline 3. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. That one's going to be Cora. And 2 up, 2 down for Brent Gates. Brent Gates 1-6 blank. Brent Gates, a switchy. He'll be batting left. 21, and that is into right field, and a 15 versus a right-hander is going to be out of range. So that is going to be 2-1 again to right field. Fly out to right, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tim Belcher. Go Tim! All righty, good start. All right, Todd Van Poppel, the right-hander, against Vince Coleman. He'll be batting from the left side here. Vince Coleman on a replay batting .257, 9 hits, 35 at-bats, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, no home runs, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts. Todd Van Poppel, 5-6, possible strikeout, and right-hander 13 plus 4 is 17. That will be a strikeout. So Coleman with another strikeout. Joey Cora, 281 average. 1-2 error chance, and we need to get our error dice out. Where is our error? We'll use the blue one. All right, so the blue one will be the error chance. Error question mark, so any kind of play, it'll be an error check. 3 and a 2 is ground ball down to third. Down there at third base is Giambi. And Giambi has a 5. That is going to be a 12. So that's going to be a good play there by Giambi. Ground ball to third. That brings up Ken Griffey. We also need to get our green dice out for our range plays. There we go. All right, Ken Griffey's up, the lefty. 23 in a ballpark. Here we go. Ballpark for Ken Griffey. Come on, Griff. Get a hold of one. 4-1. That's a ground ball down to Giambi again. And we go to the second. Still scoreless here in the Kingdom, Seattle. That brings up Mark McGuire. Mark McGuire. 2-3 question mark versus the right-hander. And versus right-hander 1-4 is an auto out. Nope. So Mark McGuire will get another swing at it. 4-4. That's going to be lifted high into right field. Out there is going to be Jay Brunner, and he will make the catch. That brings up Jason Giambi, the third baseman. He's a left-hander. 4-5 lefty, and that is blank. Giambi waits on it, and 1-4. Ground ball down to first. 2 up, 2 down. And that brings up Danny Tartable. Danny and I go way back with our 1989 Kansas City Royals replay. Had a lot of Danny Tartable. 1-6 blank. Danny, right-hander. 6-6, Starline 1. That's a fly ball center field. Griffey will make the catch. We go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless. 1.5 complete here in Seattle. Edgar Martinez batting .297. 3-6, possible walk. Eddie will walk him, so the leadoff man is aboard. And Edgar is not really going to be doing much. Don't have to worry about that. Tito Martinez is up. 4-2, error and a throw chance. So if there's a throw, there's a chance. 54, that's G3. That's the first base. No error on the throw. Now we got to check for a double play. That's going to be 2 + 1 is 1-3. It's a 4, so it's not going to be a double play. The question is it going to get the runner out at second? That's Edgar Martinez. He's only a 2. So it will be a ground ball. And fielder's choice will go 4-6. I don't remember who it was hit to be honest. So sorry, but I think it was second, but I could be wrong on that. Oh, it was first actually, but that's okay. No big deal. So Tito's now at first with 1 out, and Jay Brunner is up. 51 question mark. Right-hander, and 1-4 would be an auto single, but that's out of range. So Brunner has to do it himself. Bronner. 5-6, fly ball to center. Not much going on so far here in Seattle. Both teams feeling each other out. Mike Blowers is up. 4-2. Another error on a throw chance. Possible error. 6-3. That's a ground ball to short. Shortstop is going to be Mike Bordick. Mike Bordick is a 4. That is a 7, so he will make the play. He'll go the easy way, 6-4, and that will do it for the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Still scoreless. Nobody doing much of anything. Both pitchers dominating. Terry Steinbeck, 4-3, possible strikeout, and that will be a strikeout. So Farley a strikeout for a pitcher. Stan Javier. Walk plus, that will be a walk. He is his 6th attempt, -1 from Belcher, so 1-5, he might try something. And 1-1, and this is going to be an attempt. Now, Javier's an 18, -4 from Belcher, takes him to a 14. The catcher today is Wilson. He's a -1, so it's going to take him to a 18 -5 is 13. That's a 17. That is caught stealing second on the putout. And so Stan Javier thrown out by Dan Wilson. Nobody on now with 2 outs. Mike Bordick. 5-1 walk plus. Well, he'll walk them. And Mike Bordick is a 2 attempt. So he would be a 1 and only a 1. Ricky Henderson up. That is a 2-5 and auto single, but he's not tired. 4-4, and that's a fly ball. That one's going to Ken Griffey Jr. once again. Easy inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still scoreless here. And Luis Sojo's up against Todd Van Poppel. 4-5 against the righties, a blank. Sojo waits on it. Here comes the pitch. 5-4. Start line 3. That's a fly ball to right field. 1 up, 1 down. Dan Wilson made that great throw on the steal attempt. The running A's not running on Dan Wilson. 3-4. Range play at the ballpark. So Dan Wilson. And that is a 2-1. That's a double to center unless the center fielder steals the double away. Center fielder for the Athletics is who? Stan Javier in center field. Stan Javier in center field's a 4. He will steal the double away as he gets to that one. Tucks it in, and that will be a fly ball to center. Unfortunately, takes the double away. Had to be a range play, didn't it? Had to be a range play. All right, that brings up Vince Coleman with 2 outs now. Each team looking for their first hit, 6-2. That's a walk plus, and that will be a walk. Coleman is a 9 attempt. He is no adjustment there, so 1-9 he might try something. 13, nope. All right, so 5-2. Possible strikeout, and that will be a strikeout. It's a 4, so Cora goes down swinging, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. Still nothing but goose eggs on the board. Geronimo Barrera against Tim Belcher, 3-1, and the righties a possible strikeout. 9 plus 4 is 13. That's a 14, so just barely out of range. Foul tipped that one back to the screen. And now he's going to have a single. Past the 3rd baseman. Barrera is a 1. He will not attempt anything with Tim Belcher. Brent Gates is up 6-3. And once again, range play at the ballpark. Let's see if we can take a hit away from them now. Brent Gates, 35, and that is Sterling 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the shortstop. That's Sojo. Oh, Sojo, how fast are you? How fast? You are a 2. That is a 3. He's not going to get to it. That's going to be a base hit. And let's see. Going from first to third on the it was a shortstop, S6. So you need a run rating of 5. Geronimo is speed of 2, so he will stop at second on the single. So 2-man aboard here. And the first hit of the ball game, second hit of the ball game, brings up Mark McGuire. Nobody out here. Mark McGuire is not going to be bunting. 5-1. Oh no, walk plus, and he will walk. And the bases are loaded. Defense is going to have to come in for Jason Giambi. Defense in. Three, 4, home run question mark. Oh boy, we got to get that dice. Home run question mark against the lefty. 1-20 from Tim Belcher against lefties. So it's going to be a home run check for Jason Giambi. He is a 1-9 versus right-handers, and this could be a grand salami. And no, 5-4, and that is going to be a single into right field. S9, 1 run's coming in. S9, runner coming second to home. +1 on his speed. That's Brett Gates. He is a 3, +1 is a 4. Out there in right field is Brunner. What's his arm rating? -1, takes him back down to a 3. Good job. So let's see what happens. 1-3, and it's 2 runs in, and it is. It'll be 2 runs in, and since I rolled a 1, lead runner advances if roll is higher than the trailing. If roll is higher than the trailing runner's base runner, they hold. Okay, well, with the 6, it's going to be. So that is going to be a single. Coming to score is Gates. On the throw home, McGuire will stop at second. And just like that, the A's have a 2-0 lead and nobody out yet. Here in the 4th inning, Danny Tartabull. Come on, let's get it out there, Belcher. 4-4 possible walk, and he walked another one, and the bases are loaded again. Come on. Still nobody out. Defense has got to come in again. 4-5 range. Oh, there's a range play too. Terry Steinbeck. 6-5. That's going to be single to right unless right fielder again is Brunner. I don't think he's a 3. I think he's a 2. Brunner is a 2. It's going to fall in. Oh my gosh. It's going to fall in. 1-4, it's a single. 5 or 6, it's a double. And that is a double even. Oh my gosh. 2 more runs score. Danny Tartabull will, let's see, he's a base running of 2. Base running of 2. And he loses 1. So it's a base running of 1. And no, he will not go because it's going to be a 0. So it's going to be a double. 2 runs come in, and stopping at third will be Tartabull. Still nobody out. 4 runs in. Things are going so swimmingly for Tim Belcher in the first 3 innings. Still nobody out. Defense will come in. Stan Javier, 3-5 is blank. It's going to pop up or something. Something easy. 5-3, and that's a grounder to short. With the defense playing in, runner at third is going to be Danny Tartabull. Probably not the fastest guy on the planet, and he's only a 2. With the defense playing in, he loses 2 to his speed. So they're not going to send him, so it's going to be a simple ground ball to short, and nobody will move. So 1 out. Mike Bordick is up. And once again, defense will play in. Oop. Come on, we need one more big out here. 3-6 is blank. Belcher's not going to be in this game long if he keeps pitching like this. 1-3, ground ball to short again. Same exact play. And Sojo is going to hold the runner again. Defense can play back in normal now. Fortunately, we didn't have any range plays because that would be just a tragedy. And let's see here. All right, Ricky Henderson back up. 2 outs here. 52 is blank. Come on. Let's get this last out, boys. We can come back from 4-0. 5-6. Not against this. That's a single. Pass short. S6. Second to home. You need a base running of 3. It's Steinbeck. And Terry Steinbeck is a 2. Plus 1 is a 3. S6. You need a 3. And 2 more runs come in. And that is just a killer. That is just a killer. Ugh. 6 runs are in. And they bat around in the 4th. Runner at first. Belcher. 6-2. We got a ballpark. Okay, Barrara. Geronimo. Let's see what he can do here. D. Scott Howard, how you doing? B. Tom Kinney, what's going on? 5-6, and it's a ground ball mercifully to second, and that'll do it. But that was a brutal inning for the Mariners. Started with a single by Barrara, single by Gates, walk to McGuire, single by Giambi, walk to Danny Dartable, double by Steinbeck. 2 quick outs to keep the runners at second and third, and then the RBI, 2 RBI single by Henderson was a backbreaker. 4 runs, you can come back at 6. Wow, 6 is rough. 6 is rough to come back. But we do have Ken Griffey Jr. and the group, so we will see. So far, Ken Griffey and the group aren't doing much against Todd Van Poppel. 3-1, possible strikeout, and that is a strikeout. And Griffey swing and miss. Edgar Martinez. 4-2, error and a throw chance. Error on a throw. Ooh, possible error. 1-2. That's going to be a double into right field. Out there in right field is Barrara. Here he is right here. He's a 7, and that is a 4. So that's going to be a double plus an error. He's going to get to third. Let's see. Single. Well, let's see. Single plus error. Double plus an error. This has always been a tough one here for ball score. Reached on an error. But that's just a first, though. Right fielder. Yeah, see, it's, yeah. Just lets him get to first. It doesn't give me the option to let him. Double. Batter out trying to stretch. Reach second on an error. Reach third on an error. Let's try that. Error. All right. So that's going to be on the right fielder. So Martinez didn't get credit for his double, but that's all right. We won't worry about that. So maybe if they can get a couple runs here, we got a shot at this. Tito Martinez got on with the fielder's choice in the second against Todd Van Poppel, 1-1, and that is a possible strikeout. And sure enough, why not? He strikes him out. 2 outs, defense back in normal for Oakland here. Jay Brunner, 1-4. We got the ballpark again. Boy, we've had quite a few ballparks already. Okay, 4-5, and it's a ground ball to second, and that is not what we needed at all. Not at all. We go right back up to the top of the 5th. It is 6-0 Oakland, the powerhouse Oakland A's. And due up is Brent Gates for Oakland, who's 1 for 2. 2-5. He's not tired yet. 1-2, and that is going to be ground ball down to first. Picking that one up is going to be Martinez. He will take it to the bag. himself for the outs. Mark McGwire, a walk and a fly out. Blank on Belcher. Belcher was cruising. Had a no-hitter going in the fourth, and then it all imploded. 4-4. That's a fly ball to right field off of McGuire's bat. And Jason Giambi, the lefty, steps in. 2-3. Question mark. Lefty is nothing. And Giambi, a fly ball to left. And that's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning again. Why didn't you have that last inning there, Belcher? All right, offense, where are you? We need some hits, guys. Let's start to go here. Mike Blowers, you're batting .333. Let's see if you can get things started. Todd Van Poppel against the righties, a K+. Again, strikeout. Every time we try to get something started, Todd Van Poppel with the big strikeout. Sojo, 3-5 against the righties, a walk, and he's going to walk him. Walk him. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Okay. It's a 6 + 2 is 8. I looked up at the other one, which was +1, but when I should have looked at the Kingdom, which is a +2. All right. So it is a walk. Didn't want you to think I was cheating or anything. Dan Wilson. Come on, Dan. Got a runner in first now. Let's do something. 36. Another possible walk, and that is an 8 + 2 is 10. So back-to-back walks by Van Poppel. That's the way to get back in it, boys. Let's start. Vince Coleman. Vince is waiting on a good pitch. Let's see if he gets one. 2-5. Possible strikeout. 13 + 4, 17. That is, again, a strikeout. 2 outs now for Joey Cora. Come on, Joey. Come on, Joey. 3-3. Possible walk. 8 + 2 is 10. And whoa, walks the bases loaded for Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey could make things a little interesting. He does have a 20 home run power. So if it does come off of Van Poppel, it will be a home run. 1-3 is a hit by pitch. Griffey's a 0 and a -1, so it won't be a hit by pitch. Griffey's got to do it himself. Come on, Griffey. 6-5. Nope, popped him up to first base, and that's going to do it with the bases loaded. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Still 6-0. Belcher's going to come out. He started to pitch better. And we go to the ballpark again. So Kingdom against Belcher. 4-6, and that's a ground ball to short. Where was that when we needed it? Golly. So Tarnable is out of there. Danny, one of my favorite players on my 1989 Kansas City Royals inside pitch full season replay. Terry Steinbeck. Range play off of Belcher's card here. Steinbeck. Ooh, it's going to be an automatic good play there. 3-2. That would have been a single pass short. But no, Sojo at the diving stop. He gets up, throws, and gets him by half a step. Steals that hit away. Good job there, Sojo. That brings up Javier. Stan. Javier, and we go right back to the ballpark again. Belcher, you're just rolling ballparks just to roll them, aren't you? 3-3, and that's a grounder to the catcher. Jumps up from behind the plate. That's Wilson. Throws it down. Martinez in time. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still no hits for Seattle. I don't know if I should say that, but I might break the curse. Todd Van Poppel with the no-hitter going into the 6th. 4-5 against the righties, a blank. And a 5-3, and that's a fly ball to left. I'm sorry, fly ball to right. That's a 9 there. So if you didn't watch earlier, we almost had a no-hitter in our Fall Classic Cleveland Indians 2016 game. It's probably will be online tomorrow. We did a live stream. Going to the top of the 8th, Salazar for Cleveland, no hit. We had one double chance in Fall Classic, and it was a 1 to 10 chance on a 20-sider, and we rolled a 4, and that was the only hit Seattle had in the whole game. If it wasn't for that one blemish, it would have been a no-hitter. So we've got a second no-hitter started here. And Tito Martinez for Seattle. And both of them, funny enough, are against Seattle. Isn't that interesting? Tito, 6-1, a lefty's a blank. Otherwise, it would have been a strikeout plus. Tito, 2-6, grounds it down to third. And there's 2 away here. That brings up runner. For 3, possible strikeout. 12 plus 4 is 16. Oh, the 20-sider failed Todd Van Poppel, and you know that means runner's going to get a hit, right? 3-6. No, it's going to be ground ball to second. So Van Poppel's perfect through 6. We go to the top of the 7th. Mike Bordick against Belcher, and Belcher's going to be done. We're gonna make the old change here. Bill Risley is going to come in. Bill Risley, right-hander against Mike Bordick, is that'll close the book on Tim Belcher, who was cruising with a no-hitter himself through 4, and then it all imploded. 4-4 for Risley. 4-4 is a possible strikeout. 7 plus 4 is 11. Nope. Bordick foul tips that one back to the screen. 4-5, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. So, Ricky Henderson is up. He is 1 for 3. 1-1 is a K, and that is a strikeout. Swing and a miss by Henderson. 2 away for Geronimo Barrera. Barrera's 1 for 3 as well. 6-4 is error on a throw, possibly. Error on a throw. And 13, it probably will not be an error. 1-4, it's a grounder to second. And I don't think Cora is going to have that big an error. Ooh, he is a 12, to be honest. He is a 12, but that is a 13, so it's still close. Throws it in the dirt. Big scoop by the first baseman, Tito Martinez. Saves that from becoming a bad error. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time here at Kingdom. And it's up to Mike Blowers against Todd Van Poppel. Possible walk. And that will be a walk, so leadoff man is aboard. Luis Sojo. Come on, Sojo, you're batting 382. You should get a hit here. Van Poppel. 4-4. Oh, straight up home run chance. But, of course, we got Vince Coleman up. He's only a 2. That is not a 2. So he fouls that one down the line. And now he's got to get a base hit himself. 2-1. Hey, double into right. And that's going to score 2 runs. And it's a 6-2 ball game. So it goes from a no-hitter to a 6-2 ball game. And Seattle's still alive. Still only 1 out. Cora. Joey Cora. If you could do something magical, that would be nice. Van Poppel, 6-5. That is a possible strikeout. Not this time. Joey Cora says, no, no, no. Come on, Joey. 4-3. And that's a single. S5 coming home. You need a base runner of 5. And Coleman is a 4. And there's only 1 out. So he will stop at third on the single by Joey Cora, and that puts 2 men on for Ken Griffey. Now this could get real interesting really quick here. Todd Van Poppel is at 29 batters, so he's done. They've seen enough, and in fact, this is the perfect opportunity for them to make the change because they want to bring in the lefty Mike Mike Moeller. Mike Moeller. Let's see if he's doesn't look like he's in. Nope. Okay. So we're going to add Mike Moeller to the Oakland A's here. Add player. So this is Mohler. Mike. And we'll go left for Mike. Okay. Save the roster. Okay. Switch sides. Let's see here. New pitcher now. We should see Mike Moeller. He doesn't bat. Okay, so they're going to bring in the lefty, Mike Moeller, to face off against Ken Griffey Jr. Griffey 0 for 3 in today's game, batting .275. Griffey with 17 home runs in the regular season. Now, you could do something good. That would be really cool. 2-3, and against the lefty, that's a blank right-hander. That would have been an auto out. So Ken Griffey, grip and rip. 4-4, and that's a star line 5. That's a ground ball to short. And they're going to go for the double play. That is a 2 plus 1 for Moeller. 1-3, they'll get it. Ooh, 1-3, they'll get it. 4, they're not going to get a double play out of it, but they will have to take the runner out at first because I think they need to roll. Roll is greater than runner on first base rather than is force. Roll is not greater, it's equal to. So they got to take the runner out at first, actually. So that is going to be, where did it go? 4-4, what did it go to? Starline 5, which is short. So it's going to be a ground ball to short. Everyone's going to move up on the play. So Coleman will score, and Cora will go to second. So the only play was at first. It was a tough play in the hole. Shortstop makes it. That's Mike Bordick. But the only play he had was at first. So still runners in scoring position for Edgar Martinez. 3 runs are in. And just like that, 6-3. Things could be more interesting. Edgar 2-2 question mark versus a right-hander 1-19. And that, it's Edgar, he got the wrong button there. Question mark was a perfect one against a right-hander. So 1-19 will be an auto out. That's an auto out. So the threat is thwarted as the auto out is a 4. That's a ground ball to third. But it is a 6-3 ball game. And Bill Risley against Geronimo Barrera here in the top of the 8th. And possible strikeout. That is a strikeout. Brent Gates. 5-3. And that's a possible strikeout. And that is a back-to-back strikeouts by Bill Risley. And brings up Mark McGwire. If we could just hold him under control, that would be helpful. 6-3. And possible strikeout once again, but a 19. He's only an 11 plus 4 is 15, so just missed it. Mark McGwire is going to get a swing at it, a hack at it, as we like to say, and that's going to be base hit into left field. Of course it is. So a 2-out single by McGwire. He's not going to go anywhere, but Jason Giambi, another dangerous hitter. 1-4, and against the lefties, blank. Right-hander would have been a strikeout plus. Giambi waits. 3-4. That's going to be ground ball down to first, and that's going to do it. We go to the bottom. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and within striking distance now. And the lefty, Moeller, will stay in to face off against Martinez, and then they're going to make a switch to the right-hander. Tito Martinez, the lefty's up. 6-3. 5-3. Lefty is blank off of Moeller. Right-hander would have been an auto out. 4-3, and that's a single in the left. So Tito delivers, and that's going to be it for Mike Moeller for the A's, and they're going to bring in the righty Jim Corsi. Is Corsi in the system? No, he's not. Oh, great. I'm going to add in another one. Every time you play this team for the first time, you got to add in all the pitchers. Corsi. That is Jim. Righty, righty. Okay, okay. Save the roster. Okay. So we got to switch back. A new pitcher, Jim Corsi. So Corsi coming in, the right-hander, to face off against Jay Brunner. Here in the bottom of the 8th, if they could get a couple runs and make the ninth inning interesting, Jay 4-1, and right-hander is a K+. That'll be a strikeout. That brings up Mike Blowers, right-hander. 5-3, and that's a ballpark check for Blowers, who's got a little bit of pop, so if the home run check comes, 4-4, nope, that's Starline 6, it's a ground ball down to third, of course it is. Oh, I forgot that there was a guy on first, which means a possible double play, actually. We will cancel that. So 3 ground ball double play, 1-3. It'll be a double play. Let's go ahead and undo that then. All right, let's see what happens. 1-3, and of course, that's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And cheese Louise. That brings up Sojo with. Nope, it brings us to the top of the 9th. Bill Risley faced 7 batters. So it's going to be Jeff Nelson coming in for Seattle. Jeff Nelson. All right, so Jeff Nelson will be in here in the top of the 9th. He's got to face off against Danny Tarnable here. 2-3 possible strikeout, and that is a strikeout. Danny swinging for the fence, misses that one completely. Spins around in the batter's box. Helmet flies off. It's chaos here. Oh, that should have been Steinbeck anyways. So it still would have been a strikeout anyways, so it doesn't matter. Stan Javier is up. 1-4. He is going to be a lefty, which is blank. Otherwise, it would have been an auto out. 6-2 against the righties. A ground ball, base hit, past second. Javier's aboard, and he's got an attempt of 6. Nelson gives you a +1, so 1-7. He might try something with only a 3-run lead. It's a 6, so he's going to try, and with a 5, he's going to be in there. Stolen base. So he's in there with the stolen base. Gets himself in scoring position for Mike Bordick. 4-3, hit by a pitch. He's an 8 +10, so that will be a hit by pitch. So 2 men are aboard. Nelson, if you would like to get him out, that would be just fine with us. Ricky Henderson up. 3-1, possible strikeout, and swing and a miss. Ricky swinging. Trying to get the bunt, swing bunt, and didn't work. So Geronimo Barrera. 4-4 again. That is a swing and a miss. So Jeff buckles down after giving up those runs, and now it's Sojo, Wilson, and Coleman. They're going to leave, of course, he's only faced 2 batters, so he will stay out there to face off against Sojo. Sojo batting 400. Come on now, Sojo. Keep it going, baby. 4-5, and that's a range play. That can be good if the green dice doesn't fail us. Nice high number. 5-5. That's a center fielder. Center fielder is Javier. Stan Javier in center field is a 4. He's going to make the catch. Fly ball, center field, 1 away. Wilson, 276. Starting catcher. Don't want to lose him in case we do come back, so we're going to leave him in there. 3-2 is an auto out. Great. Jim Corsi gets the auto out. Auto out of 5, which is a ground ball to second. And the A's are 1 out away from taking this one here in Seattle. Hometown crowd on their feet, the rally caps. 6-3 is your score. It's all up to Vince Coleman, the switch hitter. 3-3, and that is going to be a walk. So he keeps it going for Joey Cora. Not going to replace Cora. He is a switch hitter as well. He'll bat from the left side. So come on, Cora. We need another runner on. 3-2, and that's that auto out. God, there's that auto out. 3-2 isn't anything but a 3-2. Well, that's not true. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 5 auto outs on his card. Good Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 auto outs. He's got 2 K pluses. He's tough. I'll just say that. So Cora is going to do a ground ball to second, and this one's in the books. It was a terrible second inning that did in Seattle. Terrible second inning did in Seattle. And we can record this one as a loss. It is, our record goes to 69-67. 10-10 on the replay. This is from September 22nd, game 136 versus Oakland. And it was a loss. It was 6-3, and it was a 6-run fourth for Oakland that delivered the victory. And in real life, it was what was it in real life? It was the Seattle win. They were 73-67. So we're 4 games behind where they were in real life. We're now 4 games below what they did in real life, which is obviously going to be very hard to replicate since they only lost, I think we counted it up the other day, they only lost 4 times in the month of October, or September or October, for the regular season anyways. They only lost 4 times. We've already lost, they lost 9 times. And the whole month of September and October, they played 2 games in October as well. They only lost 9 times. We've already lost 10. So that's a little hard to do. So we'll end this game. Van Poppel with the win. Belcher takes the loss. And we'll give Corsi a save on that. Why not? I'm generous. So we're going to have to create this team. That is Oakland. O-A-K. Oakland. Seattle. And the home field is A-L-A-M-E-D-A County. Coliseum. And they are in the American League West. There you go. Unfortunately, Seattle takes it on the chin. A terrible 4th inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits and 2 walks. If it wasn't for that, we would have had a shot at this. But do I want to? No. Seattle got their runs in the 7th inning. A walk, a double, and a single. All right, there you go. That is game number, what did we say, 136 in the books. It's a loss for Seattle, 10-10. They dropped to 69 and 67. So 2 games above 500. Unfortunately, Seattle in real life is 73 and 67. 4 games better than what we're doing right now, which is not great. But like I said, it's you play baseball, you'll be lucky to win 55 to 60% of the times, let alone do what Seattle did and win like 80% of the time in the month of September. Let's see, they lost again. In September, they lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they lost 9 times. One of them was October 1st. And they won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They were 20-9 in September and October 1995. 20-9. So you got to win 2/3 of your games. 75%. Anytime you go 75% in baseball, you're doing really, really good. Because that's just super hard to do. But we thought we'd give it a shot. We can't catch them. We know that because we got more losses than they had. So is it worth continuing on? You guys let me know in the chat down below if you would. If you'd like to see this continue just to see how we end up doing. We only have, I think, 9 more games. But if people aren't interested, then there's no sense in doing them. Anyways, we'll see you all next time. Thanks for coming out, D. Scott Howard and B. Tom Keeney. Hope you guys are having a good night, and we will see you next time. Unfortunately, Seattle falls to Oakland 6-3. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error on Oakland. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors on Seattle. Seattle drops to 69 and 67 on the season. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, guys.